I have been tasked to make our own caulking guns, well, caulking tubes.
No signs of rupture or collapse are visible. And I'm pretty sure that everything that we need is in the boxes. What the hell am I gonna pole dance? While
I don't think anybody wants to see that.
All right, so now what I want to do is I want to get this guy flush.
It's like an Indiana Jones strap down here.
And apparently that's how you do a bulkhead reinforcement on a Lagoon 450 that's not broken.
I'm Sid, and these are my best friends. My mom, Kim, my dad, Ty, and my sister, Maddie, who before starting her own adventure, joined us in rocking out a state-of-the-art refit on our floating home. Now, we're ready to set sail to die with memories, not dreams, and live Dauntless.
Last week, we left off finishing the prep work on the bulkheads and the reinforcement pieces. After a quick sand and wipe down, we have a proper surface for good mechanical adhesion. If you haven't seen last week's video, I'll have Sid put a link in the cards above and in the description below so that you can catch up on the bulkhead reinforcement. All right, let's get right back into it.
What the hell am I gonna pole dance? While
I don't think anybody wants to see that.
No, you don't think so?
No.
I bet there's somebody. If you want to see it, let me know in the comments.
Oh, that is not the type of YouTube video that we are planning on creating.
Hey, we're gonna be dirty. Maybe I'm gonna put an athletic film out.
Honey, you're post-athletic.
Yes, I was previously athletic. No, get out of my way. I'm gonna go to the other side.
I am now.
Future reference, kids. Put the top one in first.
You just got to work a little extra harder, that's all.
Did. I thought you had paper towel.
I can go back and get some.
I'm good. All right, so now what I want to do is I want to get this guy flush. And it's got low sag properties, this Sika does. But what I want to do is get it pinned in. And the way these shims work, if you've never used a shim, there's obviously, well, it's a wedge. So you take the, like right here, I can just get the fat side in. So I'm gonna put two fat sides in right in the middle of this particular board. Okay, push it all the way back. And then I'm gonna take the narrow end and I push it towards the fat end. And what that does is, it keeps the shims level as I slide and pair them up. So it's gonna put even pressure, there we go, on the board from front to back. So it's currently about 75 in the boat with the aircon running. So looking at the cure chart with relative humidity, so we're at 32%. It gives me a relative humidity chart at 50%. I think we're looking at about maximum 8 hours of dry time. And probably gonna set up before that, but we're gonna leave it overnight. Just in case. Alrighty. Reinforcements are in. From the top of the triple bulkhead down here all the way up. And the boards are offset on either side. And this is about, oh, I don't know, maybe just a little wider than 2 inches, about 3 fingers worth. And then this C-channel, sneak peek for tomorrow.
Go ahead, go get in your room. I can't wait.
It's like an Indiana Jones trap down here.
Oh, see, you had plenty of room. Well, just remember that there's a big pole there if you have to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. And may the odds be ever in your favor. The last thing for today is installing the reinforcement pieces on the port side. So because this is a reinforcement kit and we're not trying to do the same kind of massive repairs that someone like Colin had to do, the process is just a little bit different, which is why it's important that every boat be taken individually. It's an individual basis.
If you don't catch it before it breaks or before it's stressed or whatever happens to the boats that causes this issue, overtension rigs or what have you, if you catch it ahead of time, then you can reinforce it before it happens. If you don't catch it ahead of time or it's happening unbeknownst to you, then of course then you've got to do a massive repair, and then reinforce it throughout the repair. But that's the reason why everyone has to submit their own pictures and history, if you can, of the boat, so they know what they're dealing with. And then once I get everything set,
then you can push them back
push them back and flush it.
Gotcha. All right, guys, we are well on our way to hitting our goal of 30,000 subscribers by the Annapolis Boat Show, but we still need your help to get there. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you're notified every time we post a new video. If you're gonna go to the Annapolis Boat Show, use our coupon code SAILDauntless22 to receive $5 off your tickets. Lastly, if you're gonna be at the show and would like to schedule a meetup, or like to have us schedule a meetup, let us know in the comments down below. Heck yeah, we'd love a meetup. We'll see you guys soon.
Alright guys, here is the reinforcement on port. Kit's installed.
Well, most of the kit.
Yeah, we got our offset boards. So now I'm going to apply the Sika to this area and the inside of the channels and basically pound them into fit and then caulk on either side of the channels. You recording?
Yeah, a little quick sanding there.
It doesn't ask for it, but I'm doing it anyway, just to be sure. Go.
Sweet.
So it goes all the way down to the bottom down there where the bulkhead triple stack comes down and makes a 90-degree turn. So there's 2 little tabs on either side that go down all the way to the bottom, like this. I'm gonna do the same thing on this side where I'm gonna beat this up and it goes up inside here. So then it's completely sealed top and bottom.
Cool.
Oh
boy, she's gonna love the fact that you're doing that on her bed. How come you're doing the top one first on this side?
It doesn't matter which side you do first.
Oh. Tell you what, I'll trade you. You take this.
Perfect.
I'll take that. Great. Don't get it on her bed.
No promises.
Oh, she's gonna hate you.
All right, so both stainless steel pieces are caulked on all three sides on the inside, pounded in all the way to the top, all the way to the bottom, the slight gap in the middle, just like the instructions say. And then now, the only thing I have left to do is come back in and just caulk between this vertical ply on either side, in between that and the actual steel beam. They want that caulked top to bottom and then clamped if it's going to be out of square, and I'll be able to tell that by this trim piece that I can put right here to see. So right now it's still perfectly lined up. I'm going to caulk that in and we'll call it a day. And then tomorrow, take the clamps off and we'll put it back together.
Hooray!
And apparently that's how you do a bulkhead reinforcement on a Lagoon 450 that's not broken. Done. All right, guys, so we're done essentially, other than putting the trim on and then retensioning the rig, which we will do tomorrow. We'll let this sit, of course, overnight. As far as a recap goes on the project, I really think that with all the hoopla with the bulkhead issue with the 450, that I mean, we feel lucky, one, that our boat wasn't broken, that our rig wasn't over tension and caused damage and what have you, and but as far as the reinforcement kit goes, it's really straightforward. It is extremely sturdy. We tripled the layer of wood in this main bulkhead, this compression area, plus this stainless that's like 3 millimeters or 1/8 of an inch thick. And the kit was easy to install. It was really straightforward. Because we didn't have to do any mitigation, we didn't have to cut any cabinetry out or anything like that. Frankly, I thought it was gonna be more exciting than this. But that's it. So, I guess we've shown the light on the big boogeyman, and it's a really simple, straightforward process. And if you have a Lagoon 450, I hope this helps. And after seeing this process and understanding, hopefully, with what we've shown, you can see that there's really nothing to be afraid of. And it's just a really simple structural reinforcement. So that's all I've got for you today. I'll see you tomorrow, and we'll go from there. That's it. See you guys later.
Okay, we've got a little break in the rain today, so I'm gonna have Ty go out and tighten the shrouds back up.
Okay, so the bulkhead reinforcement is done. It's been overnight. All the Sika is cured, and I want to show you that what a loosely tensioned rig looks like. So this is completely untensioned for the purpose of bulkhead reinforcement. So if you want to go up and look, you can see there's a slight sag in the shroud, and it looks just like that. Obviously it is not tight at all, but the mast obviously is wiggling or moving. Now I want to snug it up just enough to keep tension off. I'm going to keep the tension on. I'm going to come close to where my marks were before. So the boat was straight, but of course when you drop it, it settles just a little bit, and I want to do my actual tensioning when we're under sail. And the conditions are, well, we got a break in the rain, but not favorable this week. Fiona is passing by in the Atlantic, and tomorrow there's going to be 8-foot seas out there on 6 seconds. So I don't think that's a good day to go do a test sail and tune your rig. But for now, let's just snug these guys up. I'm gonna snug them up evenly on either side and get it ready to move it off the dock when we're capable. All right, so I'm gonna come about that far right now. Now, if you wanna look up, you can see that it still looks a little loose. And that's just because the other side has not been tightened. So there's slack on the other side. So let's go over to the other side of the boat. All right. Starting to get tight. All right, that's about the same as the other side. And now you can see still some movement, but it's a lot snugger.
Snugger? More snug?
Snugger. It's snugger.
It's more snug.
More snug. So I want it to be, that's too loose, obviously, even for a dock tension. So I'm gonna take it a little bit tighter. Do a turn here. Now I'm going to the other side and I'm gonna do a turn over there. I'm just gonna bounce back and forth until they get to where I'm happy with them. When we rigged this boat in Riviera Beach, we actually laid out these shrouds and we measured the shrouds from eye to eye to make sure that they were the same length. So I know that if my turnbuckle length matches on both sides, I've got even tension on both sides. All right, that'll be good until we get in the ocean.
All right, guys, thanks for watching. And a huge thank you to all of our patrons for your support. We couldn't do these videos without all of you. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe and check that notification bell. You're not gonna wanna miss what we have in next week's video. See you then.